Happy Friday, guys.
Hey, what's up?
Buddies?
What's going on? We're
Living
man
the
down.
proverbial dream. I know he's he's in the chat, but he couldn't make it here.
Yeah, that's basically the see you next Tuesday move.
I mean, it's kind of like we're turning into a Chris Eaton podcast where one guy that was shorter than the rest just quit showing up. I mean, Chris has said it before. He said we're like a fucking
Spin-off.
Not even a spin-off. I think he said we were the Wish version of that show.
So wouldn't that be like Bud Light or the Bud Light version of?
I don't even know if you can call us Bud Light. We're pretty fucking vulgar. We're not that vulgar, but we have our moments.
We do have our fucking moments.
Indeed.
So we're pretty close to the number you thought. We're at 8 right now. Cruising at a solid 8.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Making
better than nothing.
Thanks for watching, Paul. Boosted our numbers.
Yeah, brought us up to 8. It's not 10, but it's an 8.
All right, we'll get there.
So for all 8 of you that's in the chat, we are going to be changing our regular scheduled program. We had a mentor, a friend, tell us that we got to stop changing the fucking time.
Sorry about that.
See, not just me.
Damn it, Chris! You had one job this week.
Hey, I'm taking the blame from Gerald this time. So
hey, I'm scot-free on this one. But we're taking some advice from Chris and picking a goddamn fucking day.
Yep.
So we all agreed. We are going to be the pregame show to most of Chris's shows. We're going to be Sunday nights, 6:30. Keep your kids away from the TV.
Yep. Sunday at 6:30.
Sorry, 6:30. Yeah. So.
See, it's getting hot.
It's
I'm
just
in my prison cell.
You are hot stuff. Once again, Gerald's dumb. Okay. So we got some awesome people in the chat. We got Paul, who should be on the show, but Shauna Connor, Gerald.
What's up, Shauna?
Not me, the other Gerald. We got Crystal in here somewhere. We got the Fat Man. Why is it? You know what, Chris? It's there because you made fun of it. So it's now there forever.
We're just aiming. Stuck. We're aiming high.
We're the Amos.
We're changing everything to the Amos now.
Yeah, we are the Amos chat. This shit is embarrassing. And we got Leviathan, which would be Steven. Steven, hello, Steven.
You know what the Amos stands for, right?
Aim high.
Almost eaten sexy today.
There you go.
Boom.
Almost even sexy today.
Eaton for Chris Eaton. The way his name's in
it. You're getting
just
blamed.
To tie him to it.
You're getting blamed, Chris. Chris Eaton's getting blamed for the logo design.
I'm just trying to get more views, okay? One or two things happen when Chris Eaton's name is attached to it. You either get more views or you get banned and blackballed from the entire community.
That's right.
There is no middle ground.
So are we going to get blackballed or?
I hope we get more views.
We're hoping for the other.
Hoping for the latter here.
You know what? If they don't like Chris, they won't like us, and that's okay. I'm okay with not being liked.
We're not for everybody.
We're not for everybody. Like Bud Light.
We're not.
I don't like Bud Light, by the way.
Like Bud Light.
I think Bud Light's really
not like Bud Light.
Really for anybody right now.
So yeah, I hear you have some snakes coming.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you.
I have 2 ovulations that happened this week that I witnessed, and one of them was fucking massive. It was a massive ovulation. It's probably
So
the biggest
you
one
can
I've
tell.
seen. This bitch looked like she'd ate a football.
We'll put that up here for you.
Yeah, we'll put the picture up.
She definitely
The
looks
pretty
like she ate
girl.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
You sure you just didn't accidentally feed her twice?
That's a
No,
jumbo in there.
She hasn't eaten in I don't know, about 5 weeks. So
What was the pairing on that one?
so she is a pastel lesser fire, and the pairing was depending on which one took, because I did double pair, but I did it to where they wouldn't even be close. One of them was a super mystic super GHI trick, and then the other one could have been a was it banana calico and orange dream.
Nice.
I like
Which one are
seeing
you
fat
hoping to?
snakes.
You got a
You say you
preference
like
on which
seeing?
male you want to use, or
I really like the trick stuff, but my only issue with that is if it comes out with a trick, there's a possibility of bells, but bells do sell. So
yeah? And someone could be getting like a bonus when they pop out, has some extra genes hidden in there.
yeah, could have some extra hidden ones. In my luck, every one of them that hits with a bell is gonna be like a super fucking something, or it's gonna be trick or something fucking stupid that's hidden, and I won't be able to see it or tell. So go me, right?
Yeah. And Gerald had some babies too.
I did.
Yeah, he did.
Finally.
Finally, well, it was a surprise because I didn't expect it probably for another 30 days.
Let's see if I can put that up there for you.
Can we please fill? Yeah, 17 baby
Good, bud.
boas. I'm a proud papa. Proud papa.
Look at us
It
upgrading and
was.
putting visual stuff into our podcast now to grab people's attention.
It
It's
was.
almost like we're trying to be professional.
It was as
Almost.
messy as what Chris said it was, though. It was just stuff everywhere.
I told you it's gonna be gooey.
It was definitely gooey, and she was one pissed bitch. Like
I mean, if you just popped all that out, wouldn't you be pissed?
Right. And now you're trying to get some ugly dude trying to steal them from you.
buddy, she was angry, and it wasn't even pretty. It was like she was just really, really angry. Even a day later, so I gave her the night because I'm like, I am not changing your bedding and dealing with this right now. Like the cocoa actually absorbed it really well.
That's good.
But and made it a little less damp than it could have been. But I'm like, I'm not dealing with this today because you are just a bit much. The next day, like she's hitting the plexiglass, like she just did not want me. Oh yeah,
She was pissed.
But
she
said
was
she
fine.
ate right away, though, right?
Oh yeah, she ate right away, like the same day. I fed her that night. Like she popped out eggs and ate. She ate 2 weeks before. I didn't expect that she was.
Yeah, that's crazy. She'd eat
Yeah.
rabid like that.
She ate like. Anyways, it was weird, but it was messy. So I got 17 babies.
That's nice.
I'm not
That's better than
sure.
40.
Yes.
I'm not sure what your all's religious preferences are. If you're a believer in the Almighty and stuff, but maybe that snake thought you were the Almighty. You know, the giver of food and light and water, and then you just come in and steal her fucking babies, and she's just mad at you now. She's damning the God of Gerald.
Well, she was fine when I gave her a bath, and I I was able to spend some quality time with her.
Hey, you baptized. You rebaptized her in the blood of Gerald.
Yeah. Well, no, she didn't. I didn't get bit. I'm very
That's
lucky.
good.
She's a big
That's
girl.
amazing.
She's a big
You
girl.
would have felt that one.
I definitely feel that one. She's down to about 22 pounds, 23 pounds. But yeah, I definitely would have felt that one.
The fact that she's eating is good though, because that means she should rebound pretty quick.
Oh yeah, she's great. Like I don't know if I'll ever breed her again, but yeah, she's doing great.
You got some
Here's
nice
Chris.
babies out of it.
I did. I got some super hypos. I got super hypo leopards. I got a whole bunch of stuff, and then some sun glows. I'm super stoked. I don't know. I'm excited. I got a lot of stuff.
And you got
There's
the
What's the
definitely
price
experience live birth.
What's the Canadian price point on stuff like that?
I think most of them are about like 200-300 Canadian.
So what
Not
what would
bad.
you say the entire clutch was worth? Like if you were to value it, and that's like true dollar, not wholesale, anything like that.
No, true dollar. If you put everything at let's say $200, I'm about 3,400. Call it $3,000.
I mean
Not
that's a
bad
lift,
litter right
man.
there.
No,
Yeah.
because you got a few that are worth like the $100, but most of them were, if not, they were hypos, super hypos. Again, a lot of sun glows.
Yeah.
So
Those are popular.
it's that's it. There, and boas are very active. They're a lot of fun. Where ball pythons are beautiful, and you cannot um, outshine some of the patterns on ball pythons, but
Right.
the boas are just a lot more have a lot more of an entertainment value if you're looking to play with it.
And that's a lot. I mean, it's bigger than a ball python too, but it's not retic or berm size. So it's
No,
still
Right.
a manageable large snake. I wouldn't say a giant snake, but fairly large.
she's as big
More
as I think
heavy
they
body.
really get.
Yeah, yeah, heavy bodied. Where
She's
they
a
get
heavy,
about 8 feet.
8 feet. She's about 8 feet.
8, yeah.
And
That's
she's
manageable.
yeah. But
So
like
that's
the
something
boy,
a single person could do, not like a retic or a burn that gets fucking 16, 17 feet and you got to have 3 fucking people to carry it. That to me
Right.
is just absurd. I would never.
Yeah, we had one at one point, but she just, like I said, like her head goes one way, her body's grabbing something on the other side, and it was a struggle trying to move her out to clean the cage.
Look, Paul's got a quick comment, and he's supposed to be working a double right now. Working a double. Yeah. Working a double quarter pounder is what he's doing.
Crystal's got 20 people live on her Instagram. You guys suck. She's supposed to
Hey,
be
Troy. Troy, thank you for coming.
Troy
Troy.
showed
She's
up.
supposed to be drawing them out with her boobies. She's supposed to be
Well,
drawing
she's
out
supposed to be
with
bringing
boobies.
them.
Well, he fell for it, so
Yeah, hey, you're here.
I think this is his first time showing up, isn't it?
No, Troy's been here before.
I feel like he's
I
been
don't
in
think
here
I've seen
before.
Troy. I don't think he usually just hates us. He doesn't love us.
Oh no,
Even though
he just said glad I finally
Yeah.
made it.
I
There you
told you,
go.
I knew he hadn't fucking made it.
She has them covered. The Troy just text you, tell her to friggin' show them.
She only shows them for Chris. Not
Yeah.
this Chris.
Nah,
In case your wife is here. The Chris Eaton, the other Chris.
She definitely makes them available for the Fat Man Nation. So now that
does.
she's been on that show, and the girls always are out there, like they're just out there.
Well, when they're
And
that size, they're
center
hard
focus.
to contain. I mean, if I had them, I'd show them too. You know, imagine the free drinks I could get. Shit.
Well, Troy, we're moving to Sunday. We're going to be the Fat Man's pregame show. We just got to figure out what's going on, and we're going to get everybody all primed up and ready. Like we're the Fat Man Light.
The Amos chat.
the Amos chat. Friday nights are date night with the wife, so I never can make it. But she's at an engagement party tonight. Well, we're happy to have you.
Yep.
We were just talking about how I had
Absolutely.
17 babies. Boas. I'm learning displays for Repticon show tomorrow.
Repticon.
Awesome.
Good luck,
I
man.
hope you kill it.
Have a good show.
So I bought a banner. I got it this week. It gets in, and like my wife was part of ordering it and everything. So our booth for the next show is your space is like 8 feet wide, 5 foot deep, or something like that, 6 foot deep. And then on the next show, when I go to the CRBE, it's 10 feet by, I think it's like 8 or something like that. So I'm like, well, I want to get a banner, but I want to make sure the banner is able to be used at both shows. So I went a little bit smaller. I went 8 feet by 8 feet. It's a nice big banner.
Oh, so you got the huge ass banner.
Yeah.
So it shows up, and Crystal's like, "What the fuck did you order?" I'm like, "What do you mean? What I order?" She's like, "This thing is huge." She says, "How big is it?" I'm like, 8 feet. It's got to be bigger than 8 feet. She's like, "I can't fit in the house." So she measures it and she says, "It's 96 inches. So how big is 8 feet?" I'm like, 96 inches. So it comes in a.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
So,
I mean, you're used to carrying around something that big, so I've heard stories of your days.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. You know,
No problem.
we like to keep that in the back of everybody's mind.
I didn't say what those days were. I just said I heard stories of the days. Okay, God.
96 inches is 8 feet. Yeah, Crystal didn't get that. But no, it was funny. So we opened it up and she's like, she had one in her cart and she's looking at it and she's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to get mine as big." So she's now thinking about getting hers. She's like, "How big is your truck bed?" I said, "It's a 6'6" box." So she's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna order 6 feet then."
So have you pulled it out and set it up and everything yet?
No, we pulled it out. We unrolled it, and but I haven't set up yet. I got the stand and everything for it. I had to reorder a whole bunch of display cases because the place I ordered them from, it was back ordered or whatever. I had to wait 3 months, didn't get it. He was good about it though. He canceled. I ordered from somebody else, and they'll be here next week.
The one thing I can recommend with the banners is getting a couple smaller tables to sit the banner up on. Because, yeah, it's 8 foot tall, but if you think about it, I would say probably 3 to 4 foot of that is going to be under. So you want to raise it up to where it's all visible. So get a couple extra small tables to sit it up on. That's what they're doing here, and it looks really good, and it definitely helps. It raises the banner up so you can see the whole thing.
So I got a stand, and it's 10 by 10. Like it can do banner up to 10 foot by 10 foot. So I should be able to get it off the floor. I don't know, but I'm gonna try.
You want to be visible, but not have half of it behind the table.
Yeah, no, I hear you. What you're saying. That's why I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go do a shorty because then you'd see underneath it. I wanted to kind of have like a backdrop.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't,
How much did that run you?
250, I think. 260
That's Canadian.
Canadian.
That's
So
not bad.
that'd be like one or 210 your money.
Shit, you're gonna pay 6 to probably. I would say between 400 and 800 for something like that, if not a little more here in the States with the stand and the case and everything.
So
I've looked into them. I had to go with a cheaper, smaller pop-up one.
Yeah, so my stand cost me 120 on top.
Okay.
Because I bought the stand through Amazon, and I bought that through Vistaprint.
That's not bad. I mean, it's high quality print, or
Yeah, it's oh, fuck.
You can't pull it out and show it. Take a picture of it one day and we'll put it up.
Yeah, we'll add it on the back.
Pull out 8 feet. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
It
would be funny to watch it try though.
What was your shipping cost on it?
Free.
It's free shipping.
Free shipping, nice.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good price. You can't get it for here. You can't get it in the States for that price. Not a 8x8.
No, it was really reasonable, and it's well made. It's got the eyelets everywhere, so that I can zip tie it to the frame.
Is it vinyl or is it cloth?
Vinyl.
Okay, there it is. So everybody here in the States is using that cloth printed stuff. It's got the lightweight poles and stuff, and it fits through the outer edges of it, like almost like a tent or a batting cage. Yeah, it stretches it out, and they're but those are fucking expensive. It's stupid expensive.
Vinyl banners suck. Thanks, Troy. Making me feel like a sack of shit.
Cheap ass. Don't you sell some boas and get a real banner?
Yep.
Like Troy's. Troy's got I saw Troy set up at a Knoxville show, and he's got 13 banners, and then all of his tablecloths match. His Troy setup is pretty nice. Well, he's also got a whole fucking end cap with 36 fucking displays all the way around, and animals ranging from fucking $120 all the way to fucking $6,000 on his table. Troy doesn't give a shit. He makes money hand over fist.
Well, he's got a license to print money now.
Yeah.
He's got some nice animals though. He's a good dude. He stuck up for me when people are being dickheads. So
yeah, Troy's a good dude. I mean, Buddy has been in the industry, 37 years, and probably shouldn't have been on a fucking new reptile breeder podcast or competition. But he still didn't win, so it's fine.
You just got hate on. You got hate on him, eh?
Still sour.
What everybody tells me, I'm just going with it. That's my new fucking thing. I'm just gonna be salty about
it. It's 44 years that you've been in the business.
See, I told you it's fucking hiding shit from us.
Crystal is saying, I haven't ordered mine yet. Was debating between fabric or vinyl. You can't make her now better than me because she's right beside me.
Fabric. Go fabric.
Go fabric.
You dickhead.
Pay the little extra. Look better than your husband and have your titties out, and then he's not gonna sell shit.
She'll be selling his snakes.
She will. She'll be selling his snakes.
Win or lose, gotta rep the fat man for a while. All good.
Yeah, man, it was a good time. We had a good friendly little bit of banter. That's all it is. I don't have Paul here to give a hard time tonight, so I got to pick on somebody.
Crystal. Now I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know if she's gonna have to go all out boobies or what she's gonna do to win this one, but she's in with a bunch of snake breeders and she just breeds those gecko thingies.
I don't know.
Can a gecko breeder beat out ball pythons? That's the question. Can a gecko breeder hang with ball pythons and go?
So I think the ball python breeders are going to be split between the other ball python breeders. So she may have a corner market on the popular vote from only the gecko breeders. And then it's just left up to the judges, who we know are biased because Chris tells them who to vote for.
And we know what Chris looks for in a candidate.
We do.
Well, we know what Chris looks for, but Chris has got no vote.
Chris always has a vote. He's the leader. It's like saying Joe Biden doesn't have a vote.
He has no vote. He says straight up, I have no vote.
Yeah, we know. Come on. It's all rigged.
Definitely win.
We get it.
The real question is, can a Canadian win? Troy, I don't know. I think it was. Well, Billy will endorse her. Yes, I think
She does have two things. She's got two things going against her: fucking crested geckos and Canadian. She's double seed.
Yeah,
she's triple G, but she's double seed.
I think it's only double G.
Oh, my bad.
She'll correct us in the Stephen. Oh, I'm sorry. Jared's exactly why he lost.
I had a great fucking attitude, Chris, and my videos were funny, and nobody appreciated me.
34G. Sorry, guys.
Just single G. Fuck. Single G. I was helping you out, Crystal.
Give you doubles. Double G's.
I gave her triple G's.
Go big or go home, right?
Hey.
That's it. Fucking full send.
Full send. I like it. No, she's gonna do good. She's gonna definitely be reaching for the gecko market. She's gonna have to pull on that because the ball python one, they're not gecko people.
Yeah.
Chris has got a lot of other fans too. Like Chris here is no slouch. He reaches a broad market. So not just ball pythons. So Chris has got a real chance.
And he's definitely reaching out even further now. Like, he's broadening his horizons.
Yeah, he is. So have you guys watched all the episodes thus far this year?
Yes. Of my one white friend, my one black friend?
No.
Is that right? Is it black? Wait, what? Which one are we talking about?
Not that.
What the fuck competition were we just talking about, you damn?
Well, we were just talking about broadening his fucking horizons. Where the fuck are you going with this?
The 15 minutes of lame competition. We're just talking about him and Crystal.
Yeah. I've watched them. Jerk.
So outside, you can't vote for your wife. Who was your favorite interview?
My wife.
I said outside of your wife, you dumb cunt.
We mean besides the other guy that's in our show, Chris, right up there?
Yeah.
You've taken two already out. I think I like Jay. I think Jay's my choice.
He only recorded it 63 times, so it was pretty good.
He did have that advantage. Me and Crystal had to do live, so.
But now he doesn't sell ball pythons.
Did he get completely out of ball pythons?
I have no idea. I haven't seen him post or anything. Last I heard he was in geckos. Last I heard he was in geckos.
Yep. He went big on the geckos.
Maybe you should get the gecko vote from him.
So I can say this, because Crystal's not my wife. She was probably my favorite interview so far.
There you go.
She did really well. She was very well put together. So very proud of you, Crystal. Good job.
The Harbins were pretty good. But there was a bunch that were good. Like, I think Chris did a good job considering Chris is the strong silent type. Love you, Chris.
He's come out of his shell a lot here lately, man. It's been nice to watch him grow into
definitely outside of my comfort zone. So
the girls, did they do theirs yet? No, they haven't.
No, I don't think so.
Ink Lady Morphs, because I think they're coming on soon, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't think they've done theirs yet.
No.
The Harbins are another one of my favorites. And I like the Harbins because I know them personally, and they're great people. And Alicia is funny. I mean, for a veterinarian, like most veterinarians are really fucking dry, but she is not. She will.
I like them wet.
She's fucking funny. She cracks me up. And Josh is a good dude too. So I hope they really play into the videos and stuff, and everybody comes out swinging this year because it's going to be interesting.
We have to see what the rules are going to be, right?
Yeah, they said they were going to change it up a little bit. I thought, right?
Yeah. So what's funny is they haven't told anybody the rules yet. So like, if people are smart, they're already doing reels right now. Then they're going to make these weird rules at the end and not tell anybody what it is.
Yeah. Well, they did say that the reels are not going to count for as much. Like they're only going to count one reel a week or one reel a day or something. It was different than what they counted for us when we did it.
Will they do that though?
I don't know. We'll find out. I wonder if Paul's going to get to be a judge this year. I
don't know if he will. It would be hard. Like again, I don't care one way or the other. The issue is the judges have been the judges for so long. Mm-hmm. Do you change that?
But the judges are the 15 minutes winners from the previous years. So he is the only unanimous winner, I will say, and he is on our podcast. So make sure you guys continue to watch because we have the only unanimous winner of the 15 minutes of flame competition on our podcast. But I mean, by default, that qualifies him a judge's spot.
But then
I see where you're coming from. He has.
There's a person who's been there forever, and he'd have to ask him to step down or add another judge to make it still off numbers. Then do you have too many judges? I would gladly sit out to have it sit the way, and that's me. And if anybody 1 year doesn't want to do it, then Paul rotates in. You know what? I think there's a lot of pressure being the judge, so I wouldn't want to be a judge. If I could sit out.
I mean, you think about it. A lot of people, and I'm not going to say stake their career on this, but they go really hard at this. And if you're friends with them and they don't vote for you, a lot of people can't turn that switch off. Right. They're going to feel slighted, like they fucking burnt you or something.
Well,
I'm not saying everybody's like that, but
I hate Leviathan now. Like we're just not on talking terms. It's a joke. I know I'm kind of dry right now.
I thought you said you liked them wet. Now you're dry.
No, I'm dry. Yeah.
Can't make up his mind.
I can't.
So to break up the monotony of this stupid shit, I do have a video that I want to show you guys. But before I do it, a little backstory. Chris, if you're still here, this might make you feel good. So my daughter is in 8th grade, right? She plays in the high school band. She also does the jazz band and stuff. Well, she did her first solo. She plays the tenor sax, and she had her first live solo in front of, I'm not going to say a packed crowd, but there was enough people there to make her fucking nervous. And I thought she did a fucking phenomenal job. And to give her a little praise and a little shout out, Chloe, I wanted to play your solo and see what everybody thought about it. So here's to the smart kid.
Very nice.
She's only been playing the tenor sax for 2 years.
You know what? This just says we're real people, and we've got kids, and we love them no matter what.
Okay, I am so proud of her. Like, she's
100%.
only been playing the tenor sax for 2 years. Right now, she's looking at becoming a freshman. So she did that as a friggin' eighth grader in a high school band. And next year, she's looking at taking over the section already for the band. And she's on her third instrument. So she can play the tenor sax, the baritone sax, and she's on the clarinet now.
Jeez.
No, she did a great job. And with time, you only get better, right? Like, it's not an easy instrument to play.
No, and she's putting herself out on that too. So,
and she had to make that up on the fly to go with the song in the right key and everything. So that wasn't rehearsed. She didn't have the notes written down. She had to make that up on the fly.
Fully improvised
Solo.
Very nice.
Who was the dick that patted her off?
Yeah, so they all did that to each other to give them their time, because they were keeping track of the beats, because it's a high school band, so they're still learning, but they did that. They all did that to each other. She actually she took her foot and tapped him on the foot when it was his turn to stop after his solo.
You know what's funny? Like, usually if I swear on anybody else's chat, disappears. Ours unedited, unfiltered. Put it in there. It doesn't matter.
Raw and uncensored, full send.
Yep. Full send. Are you drinking? You're all over the place. Look at you. Full send on your end too.
Yeah, 100%.
No, so I guess the big news is that we're moving to Sundays, and we might have Paul that shows up then.
We should be able to have Paul show up on Sundays.
At least 90% of the time.
Right.
Yeah, except when he has to work a double on Sundays.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, let me go to my rat cage here.
I don't have a problem. Look, if I had a problem, I'd be turning up a fifth. Okay, I got a little nightcap. Leave me the fuck alone. It's fine.
You're not doing nothing wrong. Fuck.
I don't have a glass here to pour it in a glass, so I'm kind of shit out of luck.
Mixing on the fly.
You're classy. Don't worry about it.
It's just Coke Zero.
Yeah, it was a pretty lame week this week. There wasn't much going on our end. Like, I got eggs that should be hatching in the next 4 days. They might start right now. They're super sweaty. Well, there's a lot of humidity. It's very moist. That's it.
Can we take the comment down? Jesus Christ.
See? Thanks, Chris.
I got you.
Man, Chris has got me. I like this. This is so much better. I don't get all the blame. I got somebody else to help me.
Have Crystal running here every 5 minutes.
No. Most anticipated clutches. We're talking snakes again. Chris hates when we talk snakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a pre-stucked clown. But if she takes, and I won't know, it'll probably be another couple months before I know, would be the Wookiee. I bred her to, so she's a butterfly leopard. I bred her to a leopard asphalt male. So we'll see if that one works out. Hoping for super asphalt. Super leopards with asphalt. And then I'll use that. Chris does hate us guys. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, he does. We know.
We run a perfect show and he still wouldn't be happy with it. So it's all good.
That's not his show.
Correct.
Yeah. He likes it when he happens to come on and just bust our balls for like 2 hours.
That might need to be the last 15 minutes. Just bring Chris on for the last 15 minutes to fuck us up.
Just to knock us down.
Just to rough us up and make us feel like shit for another
Just to
week.
make us feel like douchebags, yeah. Because it's not a week without Chris telling us how much we suck. With Holly beating us in views because we have 6 people in our chat.
We have 13. We're not that fucking awful.
What about you, Chris? What's your most anticipated clutch of the year?
So we have a girl in prelay right now. It's a repeat pairing from last year because made some pretty nice babies. It's a Pastave GHI clown male to Firefly het clown, and we got 7 visuals and 2 hets out of that pairing last year, and the 2 hets were both females, so it kind of worked out pretty well for us.
And you, Jared?
I'm gonna say it's the lesser spot nose clown female to the Jedi Grim het clown male.
Jedi Grim. I remember when you bought that.
Some new stuff.
Yeah. So trying to work some new stuff. If it goes, she may not go this year, but if she does, that's probably my most anticipated clutch. And then I would say, other than that, I'm excited for my jeweled Lacertus to hatch because I'm probably sitting at 60, 70 days out of up to 90 to 120. They can go, as just depends. But I've only had one egg go bad right now, so I'm doing pretty good.
You bring those bad boys to Canada or what?
If I come, yeah, I'm thinking. I'm really thinking about it. I just don't know. I'm probably going to ship them. I'll have to ship them to you guys, and because I don't know that I want to bring them on the plane, right? Like
I don't know nothing about that.
Just put them in your pocket.
I don't know how to, because there'll be 22 of them or something like that, and I don't know. That's a lot of lizards to put on a plane and try to get out of customs.
Would you not pack them the same way as if you were shipping through any of the other shippers?
To be honest with you, I don't fucking know. I've never put snakes or lizards or anything else on a plane in my luggage, my check luggage. So
probably be easier just to red line ship them over to Gerald or something.
Yeah, maybe just ship them over to him and have him put them up for a couple days. And I know I can't. Shit, I'd have to send you displays too because you can't use deli cups anymore, right?
Well, depending on if you told me what you needed, we might be able to set you up.
We need to set up some tanks or something. Or
I got stuff, so you just got.
I could do tanks. And then so if you have like lizards on a table and they're in a tank under lights and stuff, when you go to give it to the customer, then can you put it in a deli cup?
Yeah.
Okay. It just can't sit on the table in a deli cup.
Exactly. Yeah, they can't sit on a table in a deli cup.
That's not
weird new laws, but we're excited to try it. We've definitely stepped up our game in like enclosures and stuff, but it definitely a lot less cost effective. Because before it was easy. It was like, here you go. No, it's not that way. So,
if I bring the Lacertas, then can I set my banner up at your table?
I would have to rent another table.
His banner takes up the whole booth.
It's fine. I'll just cut off the deer head. My banner's only like this big.
How about I let
put it in front of his?
On mine.
Do what?
You just put it in front of his.
Yeah.
A little peel and stick.
Yeah.
just take a picture of your face and just stick like your face on there, like Four Guys Brewery or something like that. You're just Jared's face.
I'm hoping Chris Eaton still wants one, and then Paul said he wanted one or two, so I'm hoping they sell quick. Every time I've got them, man, they seem to go pretty fast. It's not something you see at a lot of reptile expos.
I think Crystal
Yeah.
wants one. Like I need more animals, but like I think Crystal wants one.
Dude, they're so fucking awesome.
You're not
They
you're
really
not
are.
biased at all.
I I've had a lot of friggin' reptiles, and by far probably my favorite. Like I would get rid of all my ball pythons today to have a room full of Lacerda lizards, and not just jeweled Lacerdas, but like the whole Lacertidia family. They're awesome, and they're so various. It's just, and you can put them outside. Not you in Canada, you couldn't put them outside, but like in the
Okay, but
summertime, you can put them outside.
but question for you then: if they're they seem like they're pretty cool, people like them. Why don't you have a room full of Lacerdas?
Because I've got a room full of ball pythons that I can't sell because nobody wants to pay for them.
You know what's crazy though is like we did the Mexican Black Kings last year. We had 2 clutches, and in 1 month we sold all of them. They were the fastest, and ours weren't even the cheapest ones out there. Like you had them for 150, 175. We sold ours 200 all day.
Yeah, I was paying. I think I paid $250 for my last one down here. So
Yeah,
it's one of those things. They ebb and flow, right? They get popular for a minute, and when they do, then it dies off, and you don't sell any, and then nobody breeds them for a while, and then all of a sudden,
right back up.
Okay,
where's the
and
Mexican blacks?
also, in all fairness, though, like if you know somebody knows their shit and they do a good job on it, and I'm going to use because Troy's name's sticking up here on my thing. If you got Troy and he's got a beautiful snake, and you know the name, he's been around. He's not his first year. He's not his first 3 years. Not his first 5 years. Anyways, won't go there, but but you got a guy like Troy, and then you got a guy who comes and looks like he's only been in it for about a week. Not really, but you know what I mean. He's got no name. Even if he has something that looks similar at a cheaper price, I personally, and I know it sounds bad, but because the other person doesn't have that traction, that name that's been built,
Right.
I would still probably, and that's what's hard is anybody gets in the industry, they want to start selling. Well, you need that time in, you need to build your brand, you need to build that reputation, that following, that charisma, that they think that you're not a one and done kind of person. So
Fly by night.
that's where the guys that have been around, they'll sell. You could have an exact same animal as them, but if they've got 10 years, 12 years, 20 years on you, like
That name recognition goes a long way.
100%.
It does,
And
and
their
your
reputation
community.
too.
Building your own community, your local community, goes a long way. Because I've had a lot of success in Knoxville, where a lot of people have had. I would even say probably better. I wouldn't say better quality animals because my animals are just as quality as anybody else's if you take care of them. But genetic wise, more powerful animals for a similar cost, and I would say even some prettier animals. But in Knoxville, people know who I am. They've seen me there. I've been there for the last 4 years, 2 to 3 shows a year. I come in and I sell usually not. I would say 5 to 12 animals a show, every show, and then if I've got Lacerdas, it's fucking more. Like I always sell out of Lacerdas. So
You
You
think
guys heard it here
hosting your
first.
own? What's
You guys
that?
heard it here first. Troy said, if anybody wants to come buy it all, he's happy to move to the Caribbean and retire.
He doesn't mean that.
he might mean that, but he also knows nobody's going to come buy it all.
Jared,
There are so many for sale, man. Like I've got people left and right. I see them on the groups on Facebook and stuff, selling a rack and all the snakes and everything, discounted price, ready to go, breeder this, breeder that. But when I look at it, I don't like to say this a lot, but Brian Rivera is and Chris Eaton are 100% right when they say this, that what they're putting out there, and even Billy has said it, they're trying to sell their whole collection because they bought wrong.
Yeah.
And what they have now, they're wanting what they paid for it, but you're not going to get that anymore because those animals aren't worth probably a quarter of what you paid for them now.
Well, not only that, but when you're selling a whole collection, it's got to look like a collection. It can't just be a bunch of pieces that don't fit, because now that person that acquires that collection from you is going to have to do the legwork to part out the stuff that doesn't fit with theirs. It should be a collection.
No,
And most of them that are getting out have a hodgepodge.
Right.
They have a hodgepodge of stuff and nothing fucking matches. There was no rhyme or reason to anything they were doing.
Right. And it shows.
Sorry, go ahead, Jared. I wasn't trying to cut you off.
It's okay. I was being kind of rude myself. So, but Billy bought a couple of collections, or a collection at least I know of, that he went into with a partner. And again, it was geared somewhat towards what stuff he was already doing. That was the only reason he bought it, because again, he didn't want to do a used car sale where he's parting out all these pieces. He
He's having a rough time with that Starlink.
There it is. So it's not me. I don't have the bad internet this time, right? It's Gerald. Yes.
Anyways,
fuck you, Gerald.
He said that he bought the collection because it was geared towards stuff that he was already working on. Otherwise, it wasn't worth him investing, because again, you'd have to part it out like a used car, and then and he didn't want to do that.
And I think that's where people are at right now. And I think people are getting a little bit burnout on the ball pythons.
Yeah.
I mean, the people that are breeding them, or the people that have one or two or three, instead of going for more ball pythons, they're looking for something a little more extravagant. And are they still selling? Yes. How many of those animals are making it their whole life because they're going to people that are first-time pet owners? I don't know. No,
Troy, if you got out of it, what would you do? Because you do love the hobby, you love the people, you love, obviously, or you wouldn't be doing it still.
He would smoke weed on a beach in the Caribbean and be A-okay with it.
I couldn't do that. Like I couldn't be off, and like if I quit my job right now, like my actual job, not this. If I quit my job right now, like I could not do something. You have to have some sort of hobby.
If you think about it, man, if you look at what Troy has, his whole collection, racks and everything, is probably valued, I would say, close to $200,000 to $500,000.
Well, he was joking up. He was joking up earlier because Gerald offered him $8, and then Troy said you're missing six figures, so that would put him around around 800,000, if I'm understanding that right.
Yeah. So he's got $500,000 at least in animals, racks, and everything. So $500,000, you could retire to the Caribbean and probably be okay.
And he still has a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you sell your house and you sell all your assets and you move to the fucking Caribbean. I wouldn't blame him if he did. He's probably, he's like 73, so he's got about 6 years of life left. I mean, fucking go live it up, bro. Fuck these snakes.
Might as well.
Full send.
I think you just added 6 years on his life, but that's okay.
I guesstimated. Yeah.
You're a jerk. And you don't even care. It's like, yeah, I basically called him close to death, and it is what it is.
I mean, after you hit retirement age, what do you have to look forward to in life but death? That's it. I mean, that's
got a lot of guys where I worked at, we had one guy do 40 years, retired, and the next day they found him in his backyard dead.
You wouldn't believe the amount of guys in the Army, like in the military, that fucking once they retire, it's not long, man. It's like a 10-year fucking lifespan, and they're gone.
Yep.
And the amount of guys that I went to Iraq with that didn't even make it to retirement, that have already died of cancer and stuff like that, is fucking crazy. I think I've lost 11 that I went to Iraq with.
Yep. I've lost probably about 8 or 9. I got a buddy actually just now. He greatest guy, hardest worker you'll ever meet, and stage 4 cancer. His whole body's covered in tumors. Healthy,
How many
ate
of
good,
them
and all
have been
that.
prostate or rectal cancer?
The majority.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah.
That's colon cancer, prostate, rectal, and colon cancer are the 3 that I've had most of my guys die from. Or liver failure, which I understand.
Like Troy says, Tony Thomas just came out with that he was diagnosed as well.
Do you guys know that stupid movie? It's actually a pretty good movie. All the guys in the military, they were all dying of cancer, and it was some drug that the military was testing on them, and then he went rogue and he went and was basically killing all the people that were hiding it. It's what's his name? It was a good series. It was only like about 6 episodes. It was on, I think it was Prime.
I never heard of it.
I've not seen that. Yeah, I've not seen that one.
It was a really good series. It was I'll have to look it up.
It's probably censored here in the States because there's too much truth to it.
Probably so.
Good old Canadian.
The way they line us up to get injections.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are like the first ones tested with everything.
It blew my mind the amount of resistance that the military personnel bucked when the COVID vaccination came out. Yeah. Because we bucked hard. And they finally came out after, I don't know, they kicked out fucking, I think 30% of the force for denying the vaccine. And then they came out and said, yeah, that was unconstitutional. Oh, you don't fucking say, asshole. Right. You're putting an experimental drug in our arms, but it's mandatory. You're threatening us with fucking prison and loss of all of our benefits if we don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And all the other shots that we stood there and got.
That's I think it's because that's the first time that any of us really sat back and said, I don't fucking trust these guys.
Yeah.
I don't trust the people I work for. I don't trust my own government right now. And I work for these fucking people. When your own soldiers are like, I don't fucking trust this shit. Like, I've had COVID. It's fine. I didn't die. I'm okay. I don't need a vaccine. And not only once, but you want to give it to us twice. And then you want us to get boosters for fucking, no,
forever.
Fuck you. For fucking ever? No, fuck you.
Where are we on shot like number 12 now?
I don't know. I quit getting them after the first one.
Counting.
I got 2. I'm done. I got 2.
0.
I am not implicating myself in anything that I did or did not do.
Yeah.
I got a vaccination card. I'll say that.
I got cows walking down my road right now.
You got what?
Cows walking down my road.
Oh.
Canadian life's fucking exciting.
Yeah.
I hope they're not black cows.
Hi, all. There are about 5 to 10 cows walking down the road. They're heading down towards the highway. So
you're gonna have ground beef soon.
Yeah.
Not your cows, though, right?
No, I don't have cows.
Okay.
You might have one here in a minute.
Yeah, go grab you one.
Chug a lug. That's free beef.
Yeah,
Well,
beef
guys,
prices now.
So the big thing everybody should take from this, starting next Sunday, 6:30, the Lamest chat, will be live. Hopefully with Paul, he'll be back, and yeah, I guess about it. It was a quiet week, and I didn't have much to say.
For you guys that are consistently watching, if there's something you want to hear us talk about, DM us. Leave it in the comments at the end of the video or something.
100%.
It's hard. It's hard to always come up with content and stuff that everybody's going to enjoy, or even anything at all that Chris Eaton's going to enjoy. But we're going to attempt it. So.
Well, Chris is shy of OnlyFans and boobs. I don't know that we can actually make him happy.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
And we're missing all the parts. So
we got to cater to everybody else, all the 9 other people watching.
Oh, the 9 other people, except for fucking Paul and his bullshit.
Well, Troy, you did miss my drama, but you did know about it, so
can't miss what you didn't know, right?
See, at least he knows he hasn't been missing anything.
Well, the good thing is you can go back and watch the replays.
Yeah,
they're all on the Lamest Chat at YouTube, so you know where to find us now. You can go back and rewatch.
I hope that you at least subscribe. And yes, you did hear about. Apparently, they heard about it at the show in what show was that weekend? Anyways, yeah, it was apparently talked about for sure.
Damn, international, huh?
Buddy, I felt about this big for once. This big was this big.
Fucking drama, baby. Drama sells.
It sells. It sure does.
That's still our highest viewed episode.
Yeah. I gotta admit, I was not very well liked in that episode, but definitely our highest viewed and watched episode.
Hey, fuck it, I liked you, and I fucking had your back, bro. Always.
We still like you.
Yeah,
that's actually impressive.
I'm glad the beard's coming back. I will say that I've missed the beard. It's time to get it big and bushy.
Yeah, don't let me just be the only guy.
Gerald Chris beard grow off competition.
So I apparently got to go probably rope cows. So everyone, I love y'all. I'm gonna help try to fix this cow situation. We'll be back next week, Sunday, and thanks for tuning in. Move over. See, this is
all you, man. I haven't figured this one out yet.
Try it again.
Yeah, try one more time.